Hi, it's Miss Wells. We are making bell covers out of t-shirts. The research says that brass instruments are much safer in this COVID environment if they cover their bells. So we made one in about 5 minutes. I'm gonna show you real quickly how to make your own bell cover from a t-shirt. I'm using my daughter's mellophone, but you could use probably any instrument except for maybe a sousaphone. If you're using a trombone or a marching baritone, it's possible you may need a bigger t-shirt. These are my son's old t-shirts, so most of them are youth larges, so I don't think it'd be that hard for you to find a bigger t-shirt. The first thing I'm gonna do is cut off the band at the bottom of the t-shirt. I'm gonna make sure it's lined up evenly. I'm gonna go right above this seam because you don't want this to unravel. So you wanna make sure you don't get any of that stitching. I am attempting to cut through both layers at once. You should be able to do that. Cut that open. Big long strip, set that aside. We'll come back to it. Lay your t-shirt out. You want to straighten it up pretty well. Make sure it's nice and flat and even. I'm going to set my bell in the center. This is a little more complicated with some of the instruments, but this is the quickest way to make sure it's the right size. This is a Post-it note. You know how much I love Post-it notes. It's about 2 inches. So I'm gonna use it to kind of guide me because you want about this much extra fabric. So cutting through 2 layers at once, I'm just gonna jump in and cut a circle around this bell. Doesn't have to be exact. Just do the best you can. When you've done that, you can move your instrument out of the way. You're actually going to end up with 2, but we're only worried about 1 right now. So I'm going to spread it back out. You want slits that are, I guess, close to perpendicular to the edge all the way around. I made one with 8 slits for a mellophone. You could do fewer, but 8 is pretty easy to keep up with. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna work across the circle. You can see I just cut a small slit right there. So then I'm gonna come over here and do 1, 2. I am trying to get these as close to the edge as I can, but leave enough edge that it won't rip. And again, this bell cover may not last forever. If you pull on the string too much, you're gonna rip through here and that hole won't be any good. So leave a little bit of room, but not too much. You can see I'm just pinching it up. Then I'm gonna go in between my 4 cuts and make 4 more. This gets them fairly equally spaced. They're not exact. Okay. So I have my circle with 8 cuts in it. Now I go back to this strip that I cut across, and I'm just gonna lace it through. Go in 1 slit and out through the next, all the way around. This is gonna cause it to wad up just a little bit. That's okay, because eventually it's gonna gather around the back side of the bell. So there we go, and they both come out on the same side. That's going to be the outside. So then you can take your bell, put it around the bell, and pull that strap tight all the way around. And I just tied mine in a bow. So here is your Mellophone bell cover cinched around the instrument. Thanks, guys. If you can make your own, that would be awesome. If not, try to find an old t-shirt that you can bring and we'll help you get one made. But I hope that using this video, you can get your own made. Thanks, guys.